Come on. Go take the shot! Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I am casting a 4v4 on the map, Nordwind. This is a match with a Brit, an American, 2 Soviet, duking it out with 3 Austiers and an OKW. We got Solriva, CoH2, Hung, Sheppy, Indiana Jones, and Robert E. Lee. Is that like Robert E. Lee's treasure? Like, is that the title, Indiana Jones and the Curse of Robert Lee, or something like that? Is that what we're getting? We also got Green, Naui, Saldiri, and Charlemagne. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that. That's, okay, that's a little extreme. But also forgot dev mode, so that's something. So yeah, if you want dev mode, that you put that in, hit enter. And on dev command, you have to enter that for CoH2. And boom! That's how I become, you know, pull in strategic mode. So I can see everything. But, no. What we got ourselves is we got some pioneers. Infantry section all grabbing territory. Trying to beat the other to the punch. So it looks like the Germans will get munitions. And the British will get fuel. But if you would like me to cast your replay, submit to my Gmail or Discord down below. And thank you to my amazing patron for submitting this, because Patreon supporters get their replays covered first, pretty much on Saturdays. So this is done by an amazing patron who I'll reveal at the end. But to all my RNG gods out there, to my B4Chon supporters, I do appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and help me out with my channel, links are down below. Or just simply like and subscribe. That seriously helps, because YouTube algorithm's been a bit wonky for me. And by God, it's been a weird year for the YouTube algorithm, because I'll wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and a video will do extremely well, and then I'll look and then YouTube algorithm kills the video. Yeah, it's very weird. But, wow, okay. Probably, again, it's the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, Volk squads and Panzerfußleers opening fire on Naui, trying to push back, well, CoH2, sorry, is trying to push him back, my apologies. By the way, he's using great defensive, which is why we got Panzerfußleers, which again, good, but you need G43 rifles really make them effective against infantry. Otherwise, they do just fine. We also got Naui with the infantry company. We got German mechanized doctrine. You know, a good slew of weapons to fire at your enemy. Also, Saldiri has also gone with mechanized support tactics. All right. So CoH2 is trying to do his best with additional riflemen. Well, duking out with multiple riflemen. But with that grenade, I think he's going to want to run. Yeah, he's going to lose too much health, manpower. Hopefully won't take too many. Okay, so actually he'll get away with 3 squads. It's not too bad. Probably need medics, but luckily has that operational. Speaking of operational, it seems, oh god, Soviet going with his sniper scout car combo. And unfortunately, the German decided MG spam, which is not the thing you want to do when you're fighting that specifically, because scout car will get around your MG and sniper will wear you down pretty quickly. We also have Green going the exact same ISU 152, so maybe double ISU 152s. That could be fascinating. I am up for that. Meanwhile, Penal's charging on in against Solriva. Again, Green just forcing the enemy back and doing a good job. Might actually even get a pick if he's lucky, but there's another MG, so that will most likely not be the case. Playtime, by the way, I want to get to that before we jump too far into the game. We can see that overall, it looks like it's about even with overall playtime. But again, we'll see how things fare. I'm already seeing 10-to-1 odds for Green. So, hey, good job, Green. Good job. Oh my god, wait. That means Solriva has 1 kill and 10 losses. Woo! That's, not a good KD. It's actually getting worse, which is even better in my eyes. Scout car healing. Penal's holding the line. Sniper slowly wearing down Solriva's force. If he loses no men, that would be amazing. Hold on. Sniper, I don't know if it was Sniper did that or Penals, but another MG model is down. One left. Not a single unit lost in that in terms for the Soviet, but the Germans lost so many infantry. Yeah, it's not a good trade right there, buddy. It's not a very good trade at all. Speaking of which, infantry section get pushed back with our engineers. Mortars, again, looks like we have here, Saldiri deployed double mortars, trying to beat back the Axis, but that may have cost him frontline infantry, and now he's just being overwhelmed on the front. Full retreat, British still has forces there and an MG, so it's still going to be hard for them to take, but if they can maneuver the flamethrower unit, maybe a round into this building, he could burn this guy out and then get close. But again, we'll see. Right now, the biggest issue is the fact that both allies both allied sides, sorry, have taken over the fuel. However, with this position decapped by Hung, good job by him, and also I believe good rifle grenade. At least he cut off one of the fuels. The other fuel's still going to the allies, and they have decent helping of resources. But luckily, the Axis also have a decent income of munitions. So, one positive, I could say. One positive thing to say about the Germans in terms of their playing. Right now, their tactics this game. Because, yeah, other fronts are not going to go well. And it looks like the scout car is just scouting. Again, I love this guy's idea, like, more MGs and we'll get a half track. Buddy, you're fighting penals. They have AT. Also, it looks like this guy's skipping over the tier 2 building, going straight for tier 3, which means a T70 is, well, a decent possibility. Right now, MG, though, in mid by Hung is at least delaying the enemy, which is good. But a nice mortar, grenade almost kills the man. So, nice. Anyway, we look over, and Stern Pioneers with Volk squads are moving on in. Taking over the munitions, which is, again, additional upgrades for the Germans, even better. Oh my god! The Soviets actually taking casualties. Who would have thunk it? Pioneers being burned to death. Sniper also pretty vulnerable at this stage because the half-track can gun him down. But he picks off the Pioneer and now gonna run like hell. He could chase, but this Scout Kronos kills to do damage, so I don't think he will. Plus guard troops are there with PTR's rifles, which... Oh, nice Shrek team, though. Oh, wait. Come on. Go take the shot! Sniper's like an explosive exit. Alright, very cool. PTR's rifles, again, on the on the guard troops did a good covering act. And also, he's down to 1 MG, so I'm not sure. Oh, the other one died over here. Not good for him at all. Losing so many men in that push. And I don't mean greed. I mean... Oh, God. Soul Riva, we'll see what... Oh, please don't lose these men. You're going to lose these men. Oh, no. Well, he got a Shrek now, so good job for those guards, I guess. Really now going to be a good form of AT. Right now, mid looks like it's being overwhelmed. Hung, by the way, went Jaeger armor. We have Indiana going assault support doctrine. Yeah, we'll see how things fare. Which, by the way, I heard the new Indiana Jones movie. Again, I guess... It's weird, again, was it Harrison Ford's like 80 years old, and that movie's coming out next year. I am very curious to see what they're doing for that movie, because I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull had problems, a over-reliance on CGI for one, but the idea of Indiana getting older and kind of retiring, not a bad movie idea. Maybe just Shia LaBeouf was not the best for that. He's a good actor, but especially during that time, I think he was just blockbustered out and kind of just wanted to do his own thing. Because, you know, movies like Eagle Eye and other things may have drained him. Though, again, Surf's Up, he's pretty good in that, so there you go. 222 opening fire on the Rifleman. MG moving on up to support. Let's see. What else do we got? A guy with Panzer Grenadiers just chilling. That's not good. Also, tons of manpower I just saw, so I have no idea what this guy's gonna do. Let's see. CoH, also, we got this, boys. CoH, I don't think you do. I mean, I guess you got the North. Cool. The Soviet was still reinforcing, so there's that. But, I don't know. I'm pressing doubt right now, because you guys are taking territory, but I don't know if you guys are winning, per se. Oh, smoke coming down from the infantry section. Good use of that. Also, again, you could call an artillery if you wanted to. 222 opening fire. Nice bazooka shot. Actually, weakening the 222. Conscripts, get in there. Throw that AT grenade. Another shot hits him. One more shot, and he would do it. Running through the cover, conscripts try to close the gap, but alas, are unable to. With Panzer Grenadiers coming to reinforce, but they're also very low on health. So I don't know how... I mean, if they get close, sure, they can do damage, but under mortar fire, yeah, you're not going to hold for very long. Also, great mortar shot. Cash is going down by Indiana. All right. He has light vehicles, and I don't doubt he can do something, but Right now, you're letting the Brit fortify, and that's not a good thing at all. Now, the Soviet is coming back. He already pushed back the Pioneer. And right now, what does Soul Riva have? Nothing! He has nothing. He has a Pioneer and an MG. Oh, Lord. And the Sniper and Penals and Guards could easily overwhelm a single MG. Soul Riva has 900 manpower. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those games. Okay, sure. Luckily, Volk squads are decapping territory, cutting off at least one position, maybe two if the Soviet gets the fuel. But before that happens, now he's moving in and is probably gonna clear that Volk squad. Which, by the way, again, not a bad idea to capture it, but running would be a good idea, and he does exactly that. Meanwhile, again, we got Soviet forces going very heavy in support. Double MG, double mortar, AT gun. Not much in the front line department. But mortars have been doing a lot of good work. AT gun, though, is primed ready to fire. Misses the 222. How could you miss? He wasn't even moving. Maybe laying too much of the vodka. Oh, maybe this guy's too much. He doesn't move after being shot at twice. And 3 shots, he's out. And there goes the 222. I am not feeling it for this German team. 222 opening fire, being lit upon by all the infantry section and AT gun, and gets quickly put down. There's another 222, which would be the third 222, which would make it a 666. No, bad. Okay. Anyway, it's absolutely being pulverized. And British forces, why'd you give a Piat? I don't know, but okay. It is, at the very least, Allied forces pushing on in and really starting to pressure a lot of the German forces quite a bit. MG gets absolutely blasted. Panzergrenadier trying to stop the men. Nice bundle. Will almost kill the squad. Alas, not actually killing it. He does escape. Soviets are diving in. Throws the satchel on the 222. I said 222 because there's another 222, but that is an AA half-track. Killing it. So, solid job with the satchel. Except for the person who had to move that, but I digress. This is an absolute clusterfuck of a match. The building's burning down, so the flames must have killed the... Oh, MG actually moved out of the building, so I think he's fine. Bofer as well would murder, and is murdering the Panzergrenadiers there. He's just gonna chill and die. It's fine. He has 3 men, maybe 2. He's down to 2 men, I'm sorry. He's doing great. Indiana Jones doing fantastic. Yeah. Or maybe that's the Robert E. Lee portion that's sucking so much. I'm not sure. But that was a fantastic cartwheel by that man. You know, fantastic job escaping. I swear he probably said, I'm blasting off again, as he just flies off. So, what wonderful job there. Not a wonderful job, though, only having 1 unit. Or maybe his idea is he gets all of his men to die needlessly, and maybe he gets a Tiger tank. Probably not the best strategy. Probably not, but it is a strategy. We'll have to see if it pays off. In mid, we have Allied forces trying to take over this position, and oh look, another 222. But again, Allied forces have a 50 cal, which they can use our piercing, bazooka team. They have a good assortment of weapons. By the way, these mortars done a really solid job this game as well. So I'm kind of just wondering a little bit, kind of curious as to what the game plan is. Not saying that, again, it could be absolutely terrible or anything like that. I still think that the Allies have plenty of time. Adjusting my camera, I realized it was a bit off, but the Axis, sorry, have plenty of time to counteract the Allies, right? They just need a solid strategy. Well, Soul Riva, you've gained back an army, which is good, while the other people on your team sort of falter. You know what? CoH does a decent army. But we'll see. We'll currently see how things fare. Allies have a small army? No, they're currently averaging in, like, I would say mid-50s, upper 50s around there. So they're doing pretty good. Also, nice job with the Minesweeper. At least they're detecting Soviet mines. But again, Soviet already has armor. Even though it's anti-tank, they have a hard counter. Oh, nice Sturmpick strike, hurting the AT gun and the Sturm Pioneer squad. Do a great effect. Almost killing the squad. Better get the hell out of there before the guard troops come in to murder you. He does have a PyroShark with that, so maybe slightly less effective against infantry, but still not something you necessarily want to contend with. Right now, looks like Allies are slowly pressing the Germans in mid. And yeah, T-34 is opening fire. Rifleman throws grenade. Punzfusler's taking a lot of hits, forced back. Alright. And we're down again. Indiana's, something's happening. Gaining some momentum. We actually called in air support over here. Counter is there's nothing to take advantage of all the suppressed infantry. So they're suppressed, but nothing is killing them, right? Nothing is putting them in a very vulnerable state, except for maybe this guy grouping up his infantry. That might put him into a vulnerable state. All right, so right now we have a 2-2-2 moving on in. T-34 trying to do something. Oh, plane goes down. Allies have AA, it looks like. Oh, the Bofor. Right, the Bofor's providing AA. Sherman inbound, Katusha inbound. A lot of allied, very good vehicles coming on in to just pulverize the Germans. Germans, on the other hand, have Stuka. They just have a Stuka. Okay, not entirely bad. This could go. Hold on. I was gonna say, if he built the mine and blew himself up, that would have been incredible. Alas, we're not seeing that today. This is. Oh, there's a teller going. Oh, is this minefield? Oh, yeah, it's minefield. It's not too bad. If the Soviets don't. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! That was actually a good placement. So Rivera, I don't know where that idea came from, but that was a pretty solid move, I'm gonna say. That was a really solid move. Because now when they retreat, there's a good chance a lot of these units can die. So, yay! Anyway, Allied forces, by the way, they stole a support gun, opening fire. There is a priest as well to destroy hard positions like maybe this double mortar. British forces being sent packing, but Soviets are backing them up with a lot of support. Stuka, though, could hit that front line and absolutely crush it. Instead, they hit the MG and whatnot, but they actually did get some good hits with that Stuka. So, I believe the Major went down. Ambulance went down, so a lot of good stuff right there. MG, though, will suppress the inbound infantry. What else? 2-2-2 opening fire on the Sherman, but Sherman also being lit upon by a pack gun. And driven back. Rifleman open fire on the Panzer Grenadier squad. Sherman still being hit. Buddy, pull back more. Okay, at least he pulled back a little further. Su-85 going in deep for a dive, but alas, I believe that Stuka did indeed make it out A-okay. He is killing a cache, though, that's 250 manpower down the drain, so on the surface, it's actually not a bad kill, because at least you're killing something worth a decent value to the Axis. For the most part, Axis, again, still have a decent helping of manpower, but, you know, eventually they'll start adding up with if they don't use it. And by God, Indiana's not using it, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad for the Axis, because they're trying, right? 2-2 actually, again, Vet 2, they're doing something. CoH trying his best with his frontline infantry, though again getting limited amounts of munitions. We can't get those upgrades or as many as he wants. Sol Riva, again, I just saw some brain activity over here with the mine, so that's a good tactic. Sure, he lost the position, and actually I take that back. Indiana has been placing more caches. But good news, all of them are dying. So far, 2 caches have died, and 1 is under arms way right now. And another unit, I believe, just died, making him have 0 units! Oh my God. The tactical genius of Robert E. Lee at full display. Oh my God. Or senile Indiana Jones, whatever you want to add, but oh God. This is not going well. Anyway, someone brought in someone brought in a Civil War general that's like, yes, I will use my tactics to win World War II. And then the Allies are like, wait, he's gonna mass charge us? Oh, he's gonna pressure our flanks by sending in waves of infantry? Alright, hey Soviets, can you quickly deal with it? Or Brits, you want to knock him out? That's my only explanation. At the very least, other German players are doing a bit better. Fantastic Stuka bomb neutralizes multiple British forces, so great job there. T-34 might put out that storm squad, but luckily AT fire. Also from CoH coming in clutch to push back T-34. Panzer IV, though, pretty low. Luckily, T-34 missed a shot. I think this is a KO for the T-34, unless we get a miss. We got a freaking miss. Oh, Panzer IV does survive. All right, very lucky in that regard, but luckily good coverage by Hung with his pack, although we have a Sturmovik strike coming in from the left, north. Where's it coming in from? Oh, from the north. It's coming in this way. Luckily, doesn't hit the pack, and it will survive. British forces still pressing. I think they're trying to kill this cache. Oh, no, they're using a light gammon bomb against the mortar. Oh, that's a gammon bomb against the mortar. And it's now a dead mortar. All right. 15 kills on that Stuka. How's that artillery doing? No kills. All right. That's... You know what? That's actually a pretty good job for the Germans to make sure they don't get hit by heavy artillery. So solid effort there. 222 opening fire, and yeah, there it goes. Indiana actually has an army now. We'll see how quickly it dies, though. Oh boy. MG kind of covering this area. There's some German forces hoping to flank it, although another MG is guarding. Damn, good artillery. Although I think that's from the... Hold on. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Time on target, right? Yeah, time on target. Whatever. Did not work, and the Germans still took the position. British forces still have a decent helping of defenses and infantry, plus a Comet coming in. We have another T-30. We actually have a decent amount of T-34s by Saldira. Green has deployed multiple Katyushas. Although, again, not high kill counts compared to a Stuka. Still, if a good barrage right here could easily bump that kill count. Easily. T-34 opening fire. Let's see. Wow, Startup is actually holding firm. Again, higher veterancy, better survivability. But, yeah, still allies holding on to the position. They need the VP. Right now, they have put the Axis in a bad spot with a 275-point lead. But it's not something that the allies can easily just be like, all right, well, GG. No, you have to see it through. And right now, it looks like they're doing exactly that with AT guns and infantry retreating. Stuka trying to come in clutch once again. Will it hit anything? Kinda. It hits the AT gun, but not the best hit by it. Definitely not its best hit. Soviet forces once again advance. Did the minefield get cleared? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Or the Soviet lost his sniper. Yeah, he lost his sniper and maybe a decent helping of men. But he's quickly taking up the territory. Green, I will say, as good as you've been doing this game, you can capture 2 points at different times. Oh, he's firing at the mines. That's what he's doing. He's trying to destroy all of them with PTRS rifles. Interesting. Attacking ground to destroy it. Well, I think these are clear. I think you need to focus in this area now. But hey, not a terrible idea to just ground fire it, or you move in the Su-85 to clear it. There's no Teller mines from what I can see. So, alright, and he has back infantry capping. So, Minesweeper also could clear it, but maybe he's just trying to make sure it's destroyed, just to stick it in the face of him. Alright, well, Solriva doesn't have many men at all, and I don't think he's deployed any... No, he's deployed no major armor. What's the goal right now for the Axis? Are they literally like, the Tiger? The Tiger will save us. I don't think he'll survive long enough to save you, but hey, who knows? T-34 is advancing, put pressure on the Panzer IV and the pack gun. They're actually flanking, double penetration. Panzer IV in a bad state. Although T-34 loses main engine, pack gun can return fire. Bounce off and unable to ram. T-34 will be unable to most likely kill the Panzer IV. But Sturmovik strike comes in a perfect run, killing the pack and the MG. Foul Snow could easily kill that T-34 if used. And yeah, Hung has enough munitions he can kill it. Main gun destroyed. T-34 is essentially a sitting duck. But we'll see if they have enough, or they're going to actually use the munitions to kill it. Please don't. Okay, thank God. I thought I was going to use it and lose that veterancy. Alright, pack gun maybe. MG could focus on the pack, but I think it's GG because he can't get out of there. Again, pack gun injured. Comets on the field, again, putting pressure. German defenses are holding to the best of their ability, but Soviet forces are holding the hill. pretty strong, again, against any attack that Sol Riva's done. And now Sol Riva's like, artillery! Sure, buddy. Sure. As the Comet had the T-30 and the Soviet armor, which, by the way, he's just pumping out T-34s. This Panzer IV is like, alright, I am not fighting more T-34s. I've died almost twice now to them. Can't have this happen. Again, German forces doing their best to hold on to a munition point, but right now they're being triple capped and don't have a ton of VPs left. Katyusha's opening fire. Luckily, not actually a great spread. Honestly, it's a bit off from where the target actually is. Now it's actually hitting a little bit. The Sturm squad does wear it down, but it's not going to kill anything. So for 2 Katyushas, 3 models is not really worth the barrage that you brought in. So little disappointed right there. Actually, very disappointed with that. Sherman's being healed. Maybe they can steal it? Maybe? Or kill, I mean, one conscript's dead. Amazing. But Green still has nearly, no, he is at pop cap. Pretty much, or very close to it. So, we'll see what happens. No! Both vehicle crews are down. If, oh my god, if the Germans can take 2 free Shermans. Get over there now. And then use our, oh no, don't tell me the artillery's gonna kill it. I mean, Sol Riva, great job killing the Shermans. I have no idea how that happened, but you just literally eviscerated Nawi's army. So I can say that's a win. Also, pretty far forward, Green is with the ICU and 5-2. Pack gun will be hopefully neutralized by a, is that time on target or major artillery? Well, never mind. High explosive rounds do it in. Is time on target about to come in this position? Yes, it is. Pioneer does make it out. Middle, it's under complete ally control. The British are playing down defensive positions. The hold. Okay. You got your Tiger, Indiana. You got your Tiger. Robert E. Lee, whoever you are in there, will you actually win the game with this? And your Panzer Grenadiers. Let's see if you're actually able to break through. Double Comet, though, will make it highly unlikely. And they're actually about to engage the Tiger. Holy shit. Is the Tiger literally going to die in like 30 seconds? That would be incredible. I think, yeah, they're going to pull back, though. Worried about possibly reinforcements, what else they have. I think the Comets are like, okay, we need to pull back until we figure out what the hell they actually have. Recon or something, deploy. Cervix strike coming on in the infantry. Luckily, CoH sees that coming and dodges. Stuka, by the way, 26 kills. Can fire in the, let's see, about a minute. So at least he's been getting some decent hits all across the board. ISU and 5-2. Panzer IV actually pulling some weight right now. Again, ISU and 5-2 is fantastic if supported. Not being so, oh my god, you just revealed your Katyushas. And ISU and 5-2 goes down. Panzer IV getting the hell out of there. So far, this thing has been absolutely worth its investment. Absolutely demolishing a lot of the Allied forces. Now, luckily with support, but still, great job. Artillery hitting mid through Sol Riva's artillery, which is also, I criticized Sol Riva for this. I didn't realize how much it would be doing and what it would be killing. Killing units on the retreat, pulverizing the armor, possibly gonna hit that unit repairing as well. That would be a little bit of a just dessert. Shrek team's hitting. Though I will say, Sol Riva, you are currently sending in most of your men to die, so that's not great. But you did take the point, and artillery is smashing it. So I can't be mad. I really can't be mad with the performance done right there. Yeah, T-34s grab onto the territory. Panzer Grenadiers taking the north. Beaufort can still guard that fuel, but at least the VP's open. Outside the MG's range, you can easily take it. T-34 is going in for the base assault. Tiger's in mid and fighting. Oh my god. Yes, let's charge the penals. What could possibly go wrong? I love how he threw a grenade just to be a dick. But, yeah. Hey, buddy, how'd that go with your Tiger? I want to note as well, I believe this man has a decent amount of playtime. He does. And yet he's one of the worst players I've seen in quite some time. T-34s are killing the pack gun. They're under fire by a Yag and possibly about to be Fausted, so we could lose a lot of Soviet armor. That said, as Saldiri can easily make up for that fact with the amount. Also, he's running over the Grens and actually killed a squad. So, in my opinion, yeah, this dive is still worth it because it's just killing the morale. Hung Sleepy just having to recrew a lot of these guys. Just great stuff right there. Just, again, again, lost a veteran unit, so at least it's something, I'll say. Now getting multiple pack guns. Again, Hung has to reinforce his men. Panzer IV got a little support because all of his infantry went to the base, being hit by AT fire. I can't believe these mortars are still alive, but good job, Saldiri. Lots of demos everywhere, I just realized. Oh, please. If there is a god. No. Not able to. Damn it. Allied forces have got another Sherman, although infantry's a bit bare. Stuka is still alive, but CoH does not have that big of an army. Overall, Axis are... Well, Indiana kind of brings down the bell curve a bit, but... I mean, if you kind of did a calculation, it would be like mid-40s. Maybe up a little bit higher, but Allies are easily pushing upper 60s. So, yeah, not exactly a fantastic trade right there. Anyway, Allied forces getting heals up north. I could easily see a flank coming in. Look, Indiana is nowhere near the capability to bring up armor, so he's just mass-producing pack guns for base defense, which is not exactly the best thing, because once the bunkers are gone, infantry can easily clear your men. But, at least there's something. Sherman could be Fausted, maybe recruit with the pack gun, he can kill it, but he's going to pull back. Switch over to high explosive could also be a you know, necessity. Katusha's coming on in, hitting the mortar and also the pack gun. I will say the Axis did take a VP, so they are trying. They are wearing down the Allies slowly, but I don't think this can be, like, you would need, like, I'm not saying the Axis haven't done some good stuff. They've taken out some good vehicles, but I feel like, again, the overall average is being brought down by Indiana and Robert E. Lee over there. That's just completely whiffing it. Absolutely just being the worst player on this team. Anyway, Grenadiers pushing on in, so Hung Sheppy is trying to advance here. Again, Hung, if he kills these borders, it's actually a decent, you know, bonus, but it looks like they're going to retreat out of there. Unfortunate. He also doesn't have rifle grenades, so we can't really finish them off on retreat. Katusha firing point blank. Unfortunately, oh, he does get one squad, and then retreating might cause him to die. Nope, he got out, barely, but only losing one squad, which still adds up over time. Again, doesn't have the heavy Panzer Corps, so he can't build the elephant, but maybe the elephant could be good. Panzer IV, again, been doing very well, but there's a lot of AT in close proximity. You have to be very careful at how he maneuvers that Panzer IV. Piats can start firing any moment now. I'm worried. I'm worried about this man, or this Panzer. Again, the Panzer that killed the IC-152, I want to live. Oh, speaking of the IC-152, it's back, everyone. Jagdpanzer, though, could possibly engage from the side. AT snare it. Again, he can use the ability. Double AT's also there. One Vet 4, so he can do a decent helping of damage. Bounce, though. Bounce. Lots of bouncing. Stuka comes on in. Does not hit anything, unfortunately, for CoH over here. Up north. You know, I'm very curious. Oh, God. What are you doing? I'm just wondering if he wants all of his men to die. If that's the goal. Because that's what it seems like. Double pack and Panzer IV pushes back a Comet. So good job there. Panzer IV actually diving. I think? Is he? No, okay. He's pushing up elsewhere. Panzer Grenadier is about to die in mass thanks to the Comet, which can also pop grenades if he really wants to murder. Come on. Come on, Comet. Put him out. Put this man out of his misery, please. There we go. He's down to one man left. Well, he has 2 right now. But can we make it one? Thank you. He's down because these pack guns are retreating. He's down to a single unit left. Just absolute tactical genius over here.
Close to defeat. 25 points remaining.
So, MG trying to guard, take mid with the Grenadiers. Maybe, again, Ponce Fusiliers taking munitions. We need the VP. We need the VP, like, now. Smoke drop to allow the Germans to maybe take it, but the Sherman's point blanking them with high... armor-piercing rounds. Okay, even if you take that position, you need one more, and I don't think you're anywhere close to it. Which I feel bad for, to a certain extent, because some of these Axis players are genuinely trying, right? Flanking maneuver, by the way, coming out on in. And you know what? Sol Riva's artillery, pretty solid. His preservation on everything else, not great, but yeah. Okay, so I think that's going to be GG right there. And there it goes. Okay, what did I learn from this game? I learned a lot of things. I learned that Robert E. Lee in World War II is probably going to do nothing in terms of tactics. Though, probably make a great thumbnail if I could actually do that. I think I have a good thumbnail idea for this video. So, at least, you know what? You provided me with that. So, I do appreciate that support. What I can't appreciate is the fact that you literally hung your team out to dry. Like, your team was pretty much trying to do everything they can, but by God, you just sacrificed everything. And you've played this game for a decent amount of time, so you should do better, right? You should know more. Or, like, you should be in a better position, but no, you really weren't. And I think the kill... Oh, my God. 6,000 damage in a 36-minute game. Oh, my God. Okay, well, that's bad. That's horrible. Hung actually got top kills, and top damage also goes to Hung. But, CoH, thank you very much for submitting this game. Anyway, what else do we got here? On the allies, Saldiri, thank you, got top damage and also top kills. Let's go over the MVPs to kind of showcase. Comet's pretty solid. They absolutely murdered Lee, so excellent job there. Saldiri's T-34s. They dove in, but as with the kills, they actually did some decent damage, and he was producing enough resources where he didn't care about losses, so I can see why he got that. Naui, again, with his riflemen, also pretty good. Again, just trying to hold the line, though. Again, he did lose a lot of them. They at least did what they could. Penals did even better, in my opinion, with their losses. And also, again, helped destroy multiple vehicles. Not even with just satchels with AT, just they threw it on it. So, that's great. When you have more deaths than you actually have kills. Anyway, we have Hung with, again, I would say good pack support and fantastic Panzer IV action, I would say. CoH, decent AT defense and a good, decent infantry trying to hold the line. Maybe not, Stuka was also pretty good. But again, I feel like no matter what you could do, Sol Riva and the other gentleman were really bringing their team down. Though it looks like his MG did get plenty of kills. But again, his infantry died in mass, charging, as we can see here. Especially those goddamn pioneers. But the artillery really came in clutch. The artillery killed 2 Shermans. So I can't say it was a total worthless game. Anyway, I think there's some good moments in there of some excellent shots and hits. But overall, the Axis were like, they weren't able to coordinate very well. I did like CoH coming in being like, hey guys, we're going to stay positive. We're going to get through this. If only you... I don't think you knew how bad one of your players was actually playing. If you would have seen that, maybe you would have called the guy out a little more. Because, yeah, for the playtime he has, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Nothing about this player makes sense. So, yeah, that is by far one of the worst players I've ever seen in quite some time. So, Indiana, Robert, whatever you want to go by, please maybe play some AI comp stomp and know tactics better and preservation before you do something. But overall, again, like generally speaking, Soul Riva, preservation. Some of the allied players as well, maybe some preservation. But overall, I thought they did generally well. It's just, you had to deal with that. There's not much more I can say. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Some Greyshot17, reminding you to submit your replays, support the channel by liking, subscribing, and checking out my Patreon down below. And I'll see you all next time. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, BigChuche, Aphyria, Ace, PyroShark, Tony B95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.